What's up, folks? Happy April. It's April. So I am going to go to some garden centers, greenhouses. It's starting to be that time of year. It might be a little early. It probably is definitely a little early, but some places it's not. See if anyone has any new pots in, and I'm looking for fungicide, yay, and something else that I forget. Dirt! Dirt. So big. The pink sky, the night sky. It smells very good. This is my section. Canary wing beginners. So many. And these wing begonias. These are really cool. So that place was cool. I had a little awkward moment going in there because their door just wouldn't open. Like, it was very stuck, and then I was like, oh, what the hell do I do? I was like, I'm just gonna stand here and then maybe leave. And someone let me in, so socially awkward time done. But yeah, they just got a bunch of annuals that are growing. It's super cool to see them at that stage because they're so little. They're just little, but they grow a lot of cool stuff, like so much, so big in there. I think there's like 3 greenhouses, but they're like massive. And they also just have a lot of, you know, like kind of mass-produced-ish, but like upper scale mass-produced fancy decor and house decor and stuff, you know, the stuff that like middle-aged upper class women like. But yeah, I got a pot, and I might come back in the spring for some kind of things. I had some houseplants, but they were mostly like giant and huge. But really good price. You know, a lot of really big houseplants. Like, they had a giant Schefflera that was about, I think it was $89. It was huge. That, like, bigger than me and giant. And that's a pretty good price, because, like, the ones that we've had at work have been very expensive. So I'm at the next place, and it looks pretty busy, and I'm hungry, and I want to eat some food. And they have food here, but it's really busy, so I'm like... Also, there's this guy who works here who I follow on Instagram, and he follows me, and like last time I was here, we had some kind of awkward interactions, social interactions, where we're like, are you that guy on Instagram? Okay. Okay, so I awkwardly... Today's like the day of awkward interactions, I swear. Because I, like, while I was getting food, I ran into this woman that goes to my parents' church, and she, like, knew everything about me, but she kept calling me by the wrong name. So... But yes, I almost got a whalefin, Sansevieria, sharkfin Sansevieria, but I did not. I passed on it because it was expensive. Well, it was only, like, $22, but I was already buying expensive fungicide, and I didn't want to spend a ton of money on a giant plant. Instead, I got this little guy. He's a piggyback plant, so he has these little plantlets that grow on the leaves, and they're very adorable. Very adorable. Yeah, so I have, I think, one more place I'm gonna go. I still need to buy dirt. I didn't like any of the dirt here. But yeah, so I might go to 2 different places. It just depends if I find the dirt I want at the first place. Okay. So I managed somehow to have another awkward interaction today. This guy that worked there saw my jacket that has my school on it, and he had to talk to me about going to school there, which I guess isn't like an awkward interaction. I just was like, haha, yeah, I went to school. Anyway, I got a pot. They really don't have quite much quite yet. I was just looking at their seeds, and they didn't have good dirt, and I was disappointed. So I'm gonna have to go to the last place that I, didn't really want to go to, but I know they have good dirt, so. I made it back. I didn't die. I almost did, because the traffic light was out on the way home, so it was just like hectic, crazy times, but that was pretty cool. Pretty cool trip. It's a little too early for a lot of the fun stuff, there's still about a month-ish and a half before things start really taking off, but yeah. I got some pots. I got this blue one. It's like a big bowl. It's got a drainage hole, and then I got this fancy mustard colored one. It doesn't have a drainage hole, but you know, it's like very wide. I hate whenever holes with no drainage holes aren't wide enough to accommodate like a big nursery pot. So this could easily fit probably a 6-inch nursery pot versus a 5-inch. And then I also got this pot here, which is I think an orchid pot more because it has these holes along the side, but whatever, I'm putting a begonia in it. And very last thing is this plant, the piggyback plant, and that's the only plant I bought. I was so proud of myself. I only bought one plant, and he's so cute. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, I guess. Bye.